Kiss Me Like a Stranger, My Search for Love and Art, Wilder admits his comedy grew out of some very serious events in his life. Gene Wilder, good morning. Nice to see you, Gene.
Good morning. Good morning, dear.
So writing this book must have been a pretty scary enterprise for you, was it?
No, if it was anything, I would say it was freeing for me. I had wanted to write, well, I've been asked maybe 4 or 5 times in the last 15 years, and I knew I wanted to write about love, finding lasting love, I mean, and exploring art, I mean, the art of acting, and I didn't know how to put it together, and about 2 years ago, I thought about all the ironies, the accidents in my life that caused huge things to happen, that changed the course of my life. So I started to write some of them down, and all of a sudden the floodgates opened, and I found the structure that I wanted.
This book has gotten some really wonderful reviews. I know the New York Times called it gracious and endearing. I think probably the one thread in every review is how honest you were about things.
Well, I am honest.
I know, but was that hard, in other words, to put so many of your true feelings down on paper for posterity?
No, that part wasn't hard. It was hard to decide what might hurt someone whom I didn't want to hurt and to leave out. It wasn't putting in that was hard. It was deciding how to get around a difficult situation, because I didn't want to hurt people. Some people I didn't care. It didn't matter.
Some people you wanted to hurt.
No, I didn't want to hurt them, but I said that that's not something I have to worry about.
You talk a lot about some of the other actors with whom you've worked, including Richard Pryor.
Yes.
And you basically say he is the definition of sullen, right?
Well, I loved him. I still love him. We were very close. We had a lot of difficulties, not personal between us, but just coming late and things like that. And his mood would change so much. And I wrote at the end of that chapter in the book about him that the word sullen in the dictionary said someone who's melancholy, morose, and so and I said if you added brilliant, funny, appealing, warm, sometimes, then that would be a definition of Richard. You
talk about Gilda in the book, and I know you didn't want to spend an inordinate amount of time discussing it here today, but she was at times wonderful and at times maddening, and I know that you wrote at one point in the book that absurdity was sort of, I forget what you said, a frequent visitor.
Yes, it was, she was in stage 4 ovarian cancer, so she was getting chemo all the time. She's got a commode next to her and throwing up and sick, and I'm trying to write comedy downstairs. Actually, it helped me to get through those times.
And really, you've fallen in love with so many people in your life.
No, I've fallen in like with a lot of people. I've fallen in lust with a lot of people. But I haven't fallen in love with a lot of people.
So many people have praised this book as not being the typical celebrity memoir. You must feel very gratified that it's being so well received because, let's face it, you're pretty exposed in this book.
Yeah, I am. But, you know, I didn't want to do any Hollywood tell-alls. That's not what I was interested in. I was interested in my search for love and art, the art of acting.
What does Kiss Me Like a Stranger mean? I know the answer to this, but why don't you explain?
Well, you wouldn't want me to tell you who done it in a murder mystery. And it's on page 250 in the epilogue.
You're a good marketer.
And I'm not going to tell you who done it. But the title actually came from Gilda, although I didn't know it at the time, because she mentioned it to me. Well, now you got me going, so
okay, well, you can stop, because we don't want to give it away.
Okay. All right.
Gene Wilder, it's so nice to see you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the book. And
thank you.
I'm so glad that you're healthy.
I am healthy.
And happy.
Thank you. I am happy. And I'm in love.
Well, what's better than that? You've got the trifecta.
Yeah.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here. to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.